prayers at that time anyway. He ain't gonna hear your cries, man. You know, because Scripture says you only hear the prayers of the righteous, which is the elect. You know? It's Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the day is come, saith Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai.
That's going to be the worst famine. All right? Not hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Not having the prophets out here preaching this word. All right? That's going to be the worst thing. That's going to be the worst thing to come here.
I like her blouse.
Amos 8 and 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it.
They were looking for the prophets. All right, but hey, you don't have few that's looking in that 11th hour, you know, but a lot of these people are way compared to a drop. A lot of these people, they're not going to be able to find, they're not going to be able to find, I wanted to bring this out here, man. Luke 17. Luke 17, verse 26, and it says, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. All right, and this is the same spirit that these people are in, man. In the days of Noah, man. All right, these people are so distracted in the things that don't matter. All right, war is being established. All right, famine is coming. All right, information is not going to be easily found. All right, truth is not going to be easily found. All right, and these people have no idea what they're getting ready to enter into, man. All right, we are definitely in the time of Noah, man. All right, we are at the end. All right, these people, they want to block their ears. All right, they want to walk past without asking questions. All right, because they don't want to hear the truth. All right, they don't want to hear the word. They don't want to hear the voice of the Heavenly Father, especially 2/3 of our people. All right, because this gospel is for you. You need to be those Native Americans who are the true Israelites according to the Bible. Okay?
I got something. 2 Ezra 5 and 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come, that they which shall dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Yeah, so basically, like backing off what the brother was saying earlier, there's going to come a cutoff time where Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is going to stop the extension of truth. Okay, because right now the Lord is extending what? Mercy. Okay, unto those that have ears that's willing to hear, the Lord is extending the mercy to them. All you got to do is come out here and present your body and listen. You ain't got to pay nothing but attention. Okay? But because these people close their ears to Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, he's going to shut down the mercy that he's extending to them. And that's going to be a token of destruction. Because once the Lord stops, when you people out here don't see us out on the streets teaching anymore, it's a wrap for you. Alright? It's a wrap. Once you don't see this, because see, this is stealth mode right here. We hidden in plain sight. You know? So once you don't see these brothers physically out here on the streets warning you of the things to come, the Lord is getting ready to straight up and down blitz you. When he don't see no need for the prophets to be on the highways and hedges anymore, that means that actions are going to pursue.
Especially 2/3 of our people, man. The Heavenly Father is asking our people to return and establish themselves in something that's hard. All right? The scripture says here in Matthew 11, verse 30, it says, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. All right? His yoke is easy, man. All right? You're not, you know, our people act like they're giving, you know, they act like giving up the world is such a hard thing, man. They act like when you come return unto the Heavenly Father that, you know, your life is going to be all boring. No, your life is not going to be boring. All right, your life is going to be filled with guidance, man. All right, knowing what to eat and what not to eat. You know, knowing not to commit adultery. All right, knowing not to steal. You know, these are the foundations of life, man. And the Heavenly Father wants you to have these things, man. All right, so that you may be protected, so that you may have a covering of you, man. All right, so that you may live a righteous life.
I got a scripture for you. You know, the bishop was saying when Yahweh Shah feels that need to take his men off the streets, that's really a terrifying moment for the world. It is. You know, people don't understand the gravity. The crazy part is they hate that they see us now. You know, but the time it's gonna be something. It says when we stand upon our feet, great fear fell upon them. So they fear this now. How much more terrifying when we're not here? All right, but I got a scripture. This is Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, says the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, man. So hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Shai, that's really the greatest famine that's going to come to these streets, man. A famine of the word, that's the greatest famine, when you can no longer have access to Yahweh Shem Shai and his understanding. So that's why we're so thankful for this word. One more verse, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even into the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it, man. So you're going to have people running crazy, man, like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to find the men of the Lord, man. Lord willing, we be those men, but you have your examples. The Lord says, thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Right. So when you don't have your teacher anymore, you're in a terrible state.
And if I may say, we know that majority of you people out here are fluff anyway. Y'all got these tough looks, looking at us like we don't belong right here. But when the pandemic hit back in 2020, y'all was scared. Y'all was the main. Our phones was blowing up. Right. The views on our videos was going all the way up. As soon as stuff go back to normal, everybody get this little hard hysteria about it. Right. But when the pandemic was hit, where was that tough guy shit at then? You know, empty. It was empty. You weren't looking at us like we was crazy when the pandemic happened. So don't find it far-fetched that something like that can't happen again. But the second run is gonna overthrow you. All right. There's going to be austerity measures that the United States government is going to take on the population, where you're going to be put in draconian laws. Draconian laws mean the strictest laws that you can formulate over minute offenses. So you could be jaywalking, and the truth will have the right to put you to death. That's what we call draconian laws. America's getting ready to go on what we know as martial law, full-scale lockdown. So don't look at us like we crazy, because you were already mandated. You were already on lockdowns before. So don't think that what we're saying can't happen again when it just happened to you less than 2 years ago.
They were to show you that wasn't the time yet. Because we still went out. We was the only people out here. You know?
Yeah.
But if I may ask,
hey, that's crazy that you said it, because me and Charlie was just talking about that, man. Hey, when we was walking out on the highways and byways, we could hear our voice echoing out here, man. Because the people were scared, they were putting panties on their face to walk around and talk to them. Right. You know?
Weirdo. And if I may say, the only reason I wore a mask was because they made you wear it.
Yeah.
You know? That's what, so draconian measures is not more than mandate.
Yep.
But this is going to go in with the 808, and like the bishop mentioned, when we ain't out here, it's going to be some horrible times. Alright? That's the reason we ain't going to be out here.
Right.
This is 2 Ezra 5, and I'm going to start at verse 8. 20 to 10 though. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be often sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and men and women shall bring forth monsters, and salt water shall be found in the sweet. That's going to be the guys that continue to go out there, but they ain't had the truth. But the salt water dehydrates you.
Right.
But the sweet water is supposed to replenish you.
Yeah,
So yeah, you might find it Israelite camp, but it ain't going to be the ones that you need to be following.
Yep.
It says, and all friends shall destroy one another, then shall wit hide itself.
Oh, but if I may say, wit is the act of being able to think quickly.
He's witty.
Yeah, he's witty because he can respond to things quick. He's witty. Well, a lot of these people not gonna have the answers immediately. That's why the brother just brought the scripture out, where they shall wander to and fro from east to west, north and south. See, when the Lord, like what the brothers are saying, is beautiful, because this is a prophecy that's going to be fulfilled very soon. When we ain't on these streets, it's going to go down on this earth, man. When y'all don't see us out here speaking His word, all hell is getting ready to break loose. Right? You can think you're comfortable all you want to. You felt the uncomfort under COVID-19. And when the American government going to do it again, but the second go around, a lot of you people going to lose your life.
Because this is just one phase of it.
Yep.
Warning. Once the warning is over, that's when the Lord really opened up.
And we out here to warn you. You really should be happy we standing out here telling you the truth. The government ain't telling you what they planning on doing. You could go online and look up Rex 84 right now. It's in the law book. You can look up Agenda 21. You can look up House Rule 6566. You can look up House Rule 347. They're planning an attack on the citizens. They call you domestic terrorists. Why do you think they calling you domestic terrorists? Everything is a joke. Everything is a joke until you can't do what you're doing right now. You can laugh all you want to. We gonna stick good tonight because we know that we warned the world.
People must have forgot about the Freedom Act, the Patriot Act, and all these things that were set up to make you domestic terrorist.
Right.
Hey, you were speaking about wits. You know, that scripture, it says, sound sleep on a moderate eating, and his wits are with him. You know what I'm saying? So the mentality we have is to have your wits. And they say that in the world, keep your wits about you. You see what I'm saying? But these people are not going to have it. You know, and I want to get, you brought up draconian. Real quick, it's a quick definition, then you got it, brother. It says draconian measures. It says draconian laws are measures that are extremely harsh and severe. You know, so hey, that's what's coming, but you got it.
Very rad. Coming down with great rad.
Jackal effect from the Indian Army, his name was Jackal, is known to be very controversial.
That's right.
That's how you know this place goes all the way back to Greece and Rome. You saw, I would say, like 200 men, big like a dragon, the appearance feeble and innocent.
Oh yeah, they hold Isaiah 10.
Amazing, man. That's what snap. Trying to help you. You false sense of security. You're in and bail right now.
Very tragic, covered with weeds.
Yeah.
You don't know it's a threat till you in the threat. Too late then.
You're really drawn away by your own lust. You're drawn away by your own lust. You know, you see the people they take it because they want to continue in the luxuries of America, the enormous love with a heavy spirit on these how to kill you.
Right.
Second 5 and 9. The soul water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. It shall bring hide itself and understanding and withdraw itself.
Can I say too very quick? Their wits translate to the characteristic of the habitat. That goes to the staff of the state, man. It's village. This is really Isaiah 33rd chapter. Now that the witness shall be the stability of that time. Now who's going to be the resistant? Esau. That's why when you read Proverbs the first chapter, his advance is going to be like a whirlwind. Yeah.
Okay, just one more verse. This is the point that the Bishop was going into when we ain't out here. Verse 10, it shall be sought of many, looking for the wisdom, understand that wit, that's the Lord that goes to seek you the Lord while he may be down. And it says, it shall be sought of many, like Brother Amos, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and inconsistency be multiplied upon earth.
Yeah, because the people go to see it. It's the only way they know how to cope. All right, well, everything is falling. Let's kill them all. That's society. Survival mode. Okay? A lot of, man, when I tell you this, a lot of people is getting ready to fall so hard, especially in the cities like this, where people have some substance, got some money. Man, y'all on flatline, man. The economy is going to crash. The stores are going to close down. Yes, it is. Google it.
That's the pride of his heart.
That's the pride of his heart. Stay proud, brother.
That's the death Adam.
Hey, take a shot for me.
And get ready for slavery.
Right. Hey, matter of fact, get a Lamentations 4:21. See, that's beautiful. I'm glad that he did that. Because, this is a real life motion picture.
Yep.
The proud of thine heart have received thee, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Okay? And he might not even make it to the economic crash.
Dark started that.
Hey, that was beautiful, Arthur. You were talking about it and you walked by it.
Yep. And it's beautiful because the Lord gets, see, when stuff like this happens, it gives us even more substance to bring out scripture. You know, it's a real life motion picture. That's why you can't get offended at what these people do. I give a damn about these people. They don't give a damn about me. They don't care about the Lord. Right, they don't care about the Lord.
They don't care about themselves.
Yeah, they don't care about themselves. So you think we give a damn? Ah, my ass.
This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be funny.
Go ahead, bring that limitations out.
It's gonna make it even more funny when shit.
Right. Hey, that's why the scripture say I was mocked when your fear comes, man. I'm talking about straight shits and giggles. Go ahead,
So Lamentations chapter 4 verse 21.
Yep.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Yeah, that's what he should have did, actually. That was the proper response that devil gave. Okay? He was in the spirit. You should rejoice and be glad. Okay? Why wouldn't you, here it is, you done stole this whole land. Why wouldn't you be happy that this is what came of your thievery? I would be happy if I were you too. But you gotta know that it's gonna come to an end. Your ancestors failed you. Your forefathers that you glorified failed you. Okay? You get mad at us all you want to. Get mad at Russia.
Don't blame us.
They the ones building the nuclear missiles for you, not us. Get mad at Vladimir Putin. Go do something to him. You want to keep bullying blacks and Hispanics? Go bully the real enemy.
Right.
Go have a problem with the real enemy.
They should be thanking us for war.
Yeah, you should be thinking this message. So they're going to nuke the ass off America. Go ahead,
Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz.
Yep.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
So he's supposed to huff and puff at us when we say that the economy is going to crash. Why wouldn't he? Here it is, you prospered off of destroying a whole nation of people. Why wouldn't you rejoice and be proud when we telling you you're going to fall? That was the right response. I don't expect nothing less.
In the song, it says, after all the things, the public.
Yep, that was a puff.
That was fun.
So it's beautiful. This just shows us that everything is true. Okay, go ahead,
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Meaning he's going to be consumed. All right, when you're drunk, you're consumed. You're overthrown by it. Okay, and that's what's going to happen to this whole white man. Whether you like it or not, nobody cares. Okay, nobody gives a damn.
So, your opinion don't matter no more on earth.
Your thoughts don't even. I know they thinking shit about us.
Someone stupid said they naked now.
Right.
You thought it was observable, and I said, that's a fucking rat, man.
Yep.
And if I can say this, we no longer that's all validation.
Right.
In Isaiah the 10th chapter, around the 20th verse, it says, we will no longer stay upon those that smoke. We will stay upon the Lord. So we don't need Esau's validation.
We don't need the validation from Yahweh Mashiach. That's our staff and ours, like you said, that's our staff. You know, that's our enzyme, so to speak. Yahweh shot. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Meaning there's going to come a point in time where the wrath of the Most High is going to be appeased upon the elect, which the elect consists of so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, Seminole Indians, and you scattered Israelites that are amongst the other nations that make up the elect. The wrath of the Lord is going to cool off on us. And it's happening right now. As we walk and we continue to strive for the perfection of this gospel, the Lord is getting less and less mad at us. Even though he continues to afflict us, you know, he continues to chastise us because he's making us tough. But it's not because the Lord is just mad at you all the time. The Lord is not just mad at you all the time, bro. You're doing the best you can to serve the Lord. All right? These people out here not. Okay? They're getting a check from T-Mobile, acting like they the shit. Okay? Go ahead.
How you in your kingdom when you walking around in prison?
Right. How you in your kingdom and I live next door to you?
Oh, they doing better than you.
Right. Well, I'm making more money. I'm smashing your daughter.
Right. That's why they hurt
In your kingdom. Taking them down. Y'all losing. Only thing y'all think like the brother Gamal said, y'all used to be able to lynch us in public. Now y'all have been reduced to Karens and Kens. Your power has been reduced to call cops. You've been reduced to calling the cops. and pulling out your camera phone. You're losing. I could, you know, not to be formal, but you could get into it with an Edomite, and they'll get locked up. So you can be proud all you want to, you still lost your power. All right, go ahead, bro.
Lamentations 4:22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Yep.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Yeah, so you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans will never be slaves or captives again. We'll be delivered from this captivity and placed in a land where we'll be the sovereign. Okay? We're still under paying taxes, and we're still being unrightfully arrested, housed in the prisons. Nobody speaks on our behalf. Okay? So if we're coming into a time where the Lord is going to deliver us from all of that crap, from this systematic racism, okay, that's deeply embedded in the core of America. The foundation of America was built upon racism and blood, and it's still going throughout your judicial system. Tell me I'm lying. Look up the statistics on the arrest rate of so-called Negroes and Hispanics, and tell me that ain't systematic racism. Tell me we're not targeted as a people. Tell me we're not redlined. Okay? Tell me we're not blocked from opportunity.
And that's why Esau separates statistics. You say black, this percent. Hispanic, this. But if you add up the blacks, Latinos, Native Americans in prison, it's damn near 75%.
And then we ain't even gonna talk about the Israelite foreigners that's in there.
Right.
It might go around be 90% Jakes in the prison system.
And you know, it talks about I mention it every now and then, but when it comes to the hip hop community, when they started making private prisons, right? Private prisons, they can make like $150 a day per prison per day. And so what they did is they had hip hop, right, and they will push that nigga culture, right, to make Jakes get prepared to be sent to prison, so they can profit off of that. So that's why they use the impressionable mind of Jake, right, to get you jacked up, so you can go into prison, so they can make money off it. It's modern day slavery, man. You've seen it over and over again, and this is how you know that this society is built on the back and the bloods of our people, man. Right. You know, I got a quick scripture, and y'all got it. This is Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes.
Wow. That directly links Esau to the thing of
Yep.
going to the records, you know, and it's a piece. That's how we able to
It says, for all of them are snared in holes.
Oh, that's another one. Kind of humble, man. So-called white man set this whole system of society. From the laws and legislation down to the entertainment to the training. Well,
And they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey.
Alabama is the prison capital of the world. Every town we got a prison.
And a lot of prisons be literally hid. Like they in spaces you be like, you didn't even know that shit was down there.
That's right,
You got a lot of towns, the economy is built around the prison.
America.
That's just the way of Esau actually being able to treat like the Egyptian treat. But then, according to his own methods, you enslaved now in prison.
They strip your name, right? They put a
number 82.
Yep, they put a number on you, right? They put you in a uniform to match everybody else. They give you clothes that may not fit. They give you food that's not good for you. You see what I'm saying? So they strip you of your identity, right? To make you less of a man, to make you feel emasculated. You know, all of that is Esau trying to, they try to push Esau, all of that, the homosexual things that do take place in prisons, Esau can stop all of that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But no, he chooses not to. They used to have these things called conjugal visits. You see what I'm saying? Where men, because they know men still have a desire, right? When men quell that desire by sexual acts, they're less likely to be aggressive, they're less likely to fight and murder each other, but they do that intentionally, man. You know?
And the whole vibration here is captivity. Like you subconsciously tie your dog up to a fucking time, it's going to be running around. Like food, the entertainment. You don't call white man get off on oppression. That's another one that is kind of this is a prison. That's why this is known as the pit. The pit is a prison. It's a dungeon. Right. It's like every cell, every body is a cell. That's these livers, these chains.
Yep.
Yeah. You got a jail, prison, you got cells, man.
Yep.
We gonna be the only ones that gonna be released, man.
That's right.
The rest are gonna die in the pit.
That's right. You're gonna die in your prison.
That's the only thing that separates somebody from prison or jail that they got chains on the uniforms. But that's the same thing we do out here. For the work, you got a uniform.
Yep.
You got to show up on time.
Yep.
Take a break when they tell you to take a break.
Yep.
Get 30 minutes back.
Go outside. 30 minutes, go outside and
You
play.
do it all over again the next day.
Yeah.
The same shit. But this time, this is literally modern day slavery. Back then, the slaves on the plantation they would work, and they had their own houses on that land. You know, on the land they had their own same shit. This time, but now they give you some digital, some money for your time. $8 a day, your time. An hour out of your day is worth $10 in white man.
Right.
That's how much you worth to the devil.
Right.
Whatever you make today. Let's say you make $60 an hour. That's still it. For 1 hour in your day, Esau said, look, this is how much you get, $60. Even for the day there anyway. So you go to work, you still in prison. You still got chains on it. You wake up the next morning, back at it again. That's the same shit prison.
Yeah. It's a redundant lifestyle.
It's going with your mind. That's why you have sex with it, man. Because you know, you consider those assholes college. Dogs that get shot, they get some fun out there. The mind of these people, man. They don't even want to think past enough. They can't clear out until the world comes.
Right.
That's why document itself is such an sense to you. It's very just a very section of our being out there, man. It's going through the wrong way. Because we represent people.
Giving us bad looks before they even get down here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a simple fact. It's a simple fact that we Israelites are standing in our braces. So the Lord says, brace yourself when they stand upon their feet. A coping mechanism when somebody is scared of you, they try to act like they're not scared of you.
Like uncomfortable life.
No, I'm feeling damn well you're scared. You know? Yeah. You scared of the power. Because what you gotta remember, when a prisoner stand up, it's like, oh shit, he found something out. You know what I'm saying? You get there's a guilty complex that you have because we're standing on our feet. Okay? That's because the Lord set this up for promise. Hold on real quick. I wanted to get that this land back off the legislation that's being passed. So a lot of these people think that they just doing this to destroy Jake. Well, guess what? Newsflash, the elite, they're gonna destroy you fucking white people too. I don't know why y'all so mad at black people. When the people that create your laws is planning to destroy you. They're getting ready to crash your economy. Stop being mad at blacks. You gotta make white people feel bad, man. You gotta make them feel bad. Right. You sit up there wasting all your energy being mad at us, and the people that's creating your government and your taxes is planning to straight up and down take you off. We don't have that type of power over you. Your government does. What you mad at us for?
We didn't tell you had to stay home for 2 years.
Right.
Were you mad at us?
We didn't make you. We didn't tell you to shut your business down and go get a PPP loan. Yeah, y'all ran through that PPP loan too. By the way.
And now they getting brought up on them scams.
Right. Now your ass in jail. All right. He took all your money. All right. Go ahead. I'll bring it up.
Right, Isaiah 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees,
Yep.
and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Yeah, they write grievousness, man. When you really read the law books and you understand what they're writing, it's very grievous. Okay? It's an evil thing that they're putting in white and black, man. All right? Oh, well, it tells us that in the book. Hey, somebody hold real quick. Give me Daniel 8:25. All right? And we're gonna break down what it really means, but to show you the parallels on what's happening with the American government as well. There's no way that you can be in agreement with the laws that's being implemented right now. Okay? There's no way that you can be in agreement with what's going on. Who got the Daniel 8:25? Bring it out now.
Daniel chapter 8, verse 25.
Yep.
And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Hold it right there. Now we know that Daniel the 8th chapter is going into the rough he-goat and the ram. That's going into the Persian and the Median Empire being taken down by the Greeks. Okay? Now the rough he-goat was Alexander, the first king of Greece. But there was a horn that came out of the rough he-goat, which was Antiochus Epiphanes. Now what did Antiochus Epiphanes do in Greece that was very pivotal to the development of Greece? It was his black and white, his pen. He wrote laws into Greece that was very grievous, and he mandated those laws to the point to where if you broke those laws in Greece, you were killed. He called it the King's Law. You can look this up. Now what the American government is doing behind your back is with his pen, he's writing grievous laws, and he's going to pass those laws. Once those laws are passed, he's going to set up an attack, and he's going to enforce those laws on the people. That's what happened with COVID-19. Before the mandates even happened, years ago they had been planning on doing this. This is documented factual information.
Their website.
On their website, on the CDC website, you can go and look at the black and white that the American government is putting in law right now. If you got a pen and a paper, I suggest you to pull it out so we can give you the laws to go home and look up. So you won't hate niggas because niggas are talking. Okay? We're just giving you information. Okay? The information that you need to be looking up is House Rule 6566. Okay? The information you need to be looking up, peacetime martial law. Okay? House Rule 347. Okay? See, a lot of you people don't want to do that because you don't want to hold the government accountable because you will understand that you've been failed as a society. Okay? So when you read Daniel the 8th chapter, that's how Greece became such a strict force because of what Antiochus Epiphanes did. He Hellenized everybody. Say it again, bro.
They used the sword because they put it on paper, but they enforced it with his blessing.
Yep.
You don't want to comply with it.
Right. I've got a sword to back up my black and white paper. Yep. I got something to back that up.
This is Psalm 64 and 3. It says, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows using bitter words.
Oh, hold on. We got to run that back.
I started verse 2. This is Psalm 64 and 2.
Like the apostle said, you got to have fun with this truth. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Psalm 64 and 2, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
What is the secret counsel of the wicked? All right, all the different meetings that the elite government have planning to break down America and implement a new world order.
Right.
You don't have to believe. The problem with this society is when we give information, you think we want y'all to believe us. We don't care if you believe us. We don't care. That's the problem. You think, I don't care what y'all talking about. Good. Don't care. We just know we warned you. We don't have the blood on our conscience anymore. Okay? So that the scripture says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. That means that there is a secret council of wicked people conspiring on the American citizens and us. See, we're going to start including you. Alright? We're going to start including the American citizens in the secret council because they don't plan on bringing you into the new world anyway. It's about the 1%. Go ahead.
I got something on Antiochus real quick. This is 1 Maccabees 1 and 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the king of the commandment.
You're asking the perfection of that. No, this is a living document, right? That's not words, signed to pass, never to be uttered again. That's helpful when we read. Right? This is a living document which will apply to perfection in his lifetime. Because this man's agenda is diabolical plan to bring everybody together under one parent, one Lisa, one salt, cabbage. And if we really get into this in depth, if this is diabolical plan, who really want to believe it, right? Really want to David, robot? Go ahead,
Right, robots.
right, real talk, right?
Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto
Oh,
idols.
what I'm not going to say, as the brother said, Isaiah the 6th chapter, because they were egregious, one of the words that's trouble, man. So it's proof right there that these legislations are going to lead us to the time of Jacob's trouble.
It says, and profaned the Sabbath. It says, for the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the
Right,
land.
the strange laws of the land, man. So-called white man is strange, saying his approach is contrary to righteousness, man. Really normalcy, man. You've been desensitized. You think, what, a fucking pig. Go and stick the whip on over y'all guys.
Yeah.
Thumbing your nose up at the laws of your house outside, you people think it's normal. Right. That's stirring up the joint. Right? Go ahead. But who instigated it? Like it, so-called ignorance. You justified him. And you know what? The scripture said he's naked, so he ain't got to reach. Right? You see the guy, the assessment is accurate, man.
You don't have to go up and point out his private part.
Yeah.
It's out. You ain't got to run up there.
Right.
Bro, there's a dude over there.
So he should make himself naked.
Yeah. You remember that like a board game? They call it Clue.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, you don't see, you can't see the writing on the wall, so it says, you can't see that all the clues are pointing towards this devil, Edomite, and nothing we tell you is going to sway you.
It's a strong delusion. How about you now? Both sides want you to be saved, but I'm on that thing.
And that's why we got to continue to put that disclaimer out there. If you don't care, you don't care. You don't care. You know?
Who shall pity a charm and feed him a servant?
Anyone that comes nigh a wild beast, should carry your ass up. That's on you.
And looking down on us, we don't care if you don't care how you think about it.
This second Maccabees 6 and 8. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews that they should observe the same fashion and be partakers of their sacrifices.
Right, yeah. So this devil, he's pretty much luring Jake, man. Luring us to Jake, man. Seeing that you flip your house stop. Hey, what's that? Isaiah 30th chapter. Matter of fact, somebody get that. Isaiah 30 and 16. And also Proverbs 13 chapter speaks about it, defies the word. Despise the word. The word is embodied, calculated in your house shot. Now remember, your house shot is known as the deliverer, man. That's not living sound. It's going to deliver you from the war. It's going to deliver you from Esau. Somebody get Proverbs 2nd chapter as well. Go ahead,
It's Isaiah chapter 30, verse 15. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, and returning and rest shall ye be saved.
I'm going to Numbers 9.
Isaiah 39, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Not hear the law of the Lord. It's not going to put us for the law. I tell someone, one of these guys, they were supposed to go coach the law. And friends that go to fly, right? Boy, hear himself. You don't understand what that law means in this lifetime.
The word, I'm going to Isaiah 30 and 9. The word law here, it says Tawarah. In the Hebrew, it says law, direction, instruction.
It was not set up to instruction.
Body of prophetic teaching.
Oh, what? That's the law. Yeah, because the law in its perfection was in its beauty in the form of prophecy. Because why? It saved your life. What made Noah the smartest guy in the room? He lived. It was guys out there. It was guys that had their presentation and they were making points. They had to drop the mic moments on Noah. So Noah was proving to be the guy. Why? That's why the scriptures say these are the words of eternal life. Because, matter of fact, give me Proverbs 2 and 3 start at 8.
Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 8. He keepeth the path of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints.
Right, that's what we're talking about now, man. Seeing we're about to go into a very heavy time in prophecy, man. So the Lord's going to unleash Esau. It's a spirit lying dormant in this devil that the Lord's going to rekindle, man. Right. These niggas was getting up on hanging you, cutting your balls off. Look up what this guy, Claude Hill. They cut off all these extremities, stuff with balls in his mouth. And while the whole mob and Edomite cheered on, man. Right? The Lord's going to bring that spirit back in this stuff.
Verse 9, then shalt thou understand righteousness.
Then thou shalt what?
Understand
That's
righteousness.
going into the doctrine, man. With righteousness known to stand in the form of the testimony of Yahweh. It's not actually coming across and so holier than thou. Because all of us really is guilty of triple death. Lord is an act of mercy. With mercy comes in the form of the truth. That's the form of Psalm 67. Well,
Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment
see?
and equity, yea, every good path.
Well,
When wisdom entereth into thine heart,
right.
and knowledge is
That's
pleasant
your
to
Yahweh
thy
God.
soul.
The Lord knocked and you let him in. That's wisdom. Then that Yahweh God to carry your wisdom. Well,
When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant to thy soul,
right.
discretion shall preserve thee,
Well,
understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man.
why the devil is in the Proverbs? Where are the evil men? That's the teachers of Yahweh God, man. Briefly during the times that we in. So really, this gathering is a refuge from Esau's advantage.
Can I read something for you real quick on Claude Hill? Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read one part and then I'm gonna jump down. It says the lynching of Claude Hill. It was one of the most chilling and notorious lynchings in the United States history. It was believed to have raped and murdered a young white girl. Okay, so I'm gonna jump down to what they did to him. It says it was an unruly crowd. Concerning the unruliness of the huge crowd, the mob leaders postponed the lynching, hoping the crowd would dwindle. When it didn't, the mob leaders carried Neil to the Chipola River and killed him. One eyewitness gave his account of Neil's last hours. After taking the nigger to the woods, they cut off his penis. He was made to eat it. Then they cut off his
Still alive, man.
yeah. Then they cut off his testicles and made him eat them and say he liked it. Then they sliced his sides and stomach with knives, and every now and then somebody would cut off a finger or
They
two.
were taking it home and shit. Like souvenirs.
Red hot irons were used on the nigger to burn him from the top to the bottom. From time to time during the torture, a rope would be tied around Neil's neck and he was pulled up over a limb and held there until he almost choked to death, when he would be let down and the torture began all over again.
Yeah, man. You saw guilt of that, man. And again, that's the devil right amongst this devil. It's like a honey house, man. You don't even know, right? Hey, that's you losing sight of who you are. You left off from your comfort, you left off from knowing who the enemies are. And that puts you in a bad place, man.
Never trust him.
Never trust that. Imagine a deer pouncing around the lion.
And they friends.
Yeah, and they friends. Well, at the video, I know y'all saw, yeah. The deer lost his wits, his weight, and then the lion was playing with him, and the lion just took him out. And it was inedible. As you watch the video, you would expect you to anticipate him to be taken, man. And that's how we look at the Israelites. Right. And like the elder said, even you people, man, because these bloodthirsty, scriptures say, if you don't care for your own, something like that, hope you'll do good to thyself.
And doing evil to himself, don't want to do good.
You know, one thing that makes these people, the government and the elite don't care about it. They don't care about the average white person. They really don't. Like, they really like, they just really like failures. You know, even if you make 6-7 figures a year, they still like, oh, he's poor. You gotta remember, it ain't just poor, middle class, and rich. There's in between. You really, if you make millions, like 1 or 2 million, that's called upper middle class. Okay? That's called upper middle class. If you make $2 million a year, gross. You know how much you're gonna pay in taxes? You still pretty much finished. Super rich. They're trillionaires. They don't pay taxes. Alright? You got 10 people that make 10, 20, $30 million. You got people that make 100 million, 200 million, 300 million. you make $1 million a year, $2 million a year, that's called upper middle class, man. They don't care about you. They're going to make the old middle ground obsolete, man. And when these foreign troops come over here, they're going to do you how y'all did Jake. Like you just read about the castration of this man and torture. They're going to do that to you so-called white people. And Hispanics and they're going to do it to all of you. All right? They don't look at you no better than the average nigga out here, man. You're failures to the globalists, man. They only protecting their enterprise. The Illuminati, man. And they're trying. You got the rich, the super rich, which is what? The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Gettys, the DuPont. Okay, wow. All right, then you got, the second tier. You got, people that own Walmart, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos. They like the second tier. Then you got the third tier on down. Outside of that, they ain't bringing you people into the New World Order. You're going to be a subject to it, man. Okay? So all the atrocities that don't the scriptures speak about the Great Tribulation? It ain't just for Jake. You Edomites gonna go through it. When the pandemic hit, majority of you Edomites lost their business. They was out here killing themselves.
And that goes to the classroom. And now you have Edomites on Edomites, and they're taking the wealth, the common Edomite privilege, what they call so-called white privilege, is just Edomite privilege. It's being translated from the rest of them to the top percent. And our people don't understand sovereign interest. There's a difference between money and position. They can give you money, but you don't have position. You can't buy your way into the mall.
And that's rich. Yeah.
I got that. Ecclesiastes chapter 14 and 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his good.
So he don't even respect himself. Right. Yeah, he's willing to lay himself down.
Right. That's something else.
He didn't think about something. That's it.
Right. Everybody make you do that.
He didn't think about the legacy of his family.
Harm from talking about the die.
Right, yeah. Oh, that's it too. Like that prove that this is his kingdom because you have fast food restaurants now.
Right.
Everything was full microwavable. Yeah, instant gratification.
Yeah.
That links Esau to that not being able, inheritance comes with patience, man. To acquire inheritance it requires a certain level of patience.
And they the ones that come up with that saying, man, I'm starving to death.
Yeah.
You idiot. Really, man, when you go into the interiors of the thinking pattern of so-called white people, they're stupid. They're stupid, man. Okay, Jake is the real genius in the society. If Jake wasn't over here, this place would really be finished.
Look at the Edomites, just think about it. If they didn't have the resources, who's going to be around them?
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody got to come to them because of the resources. He that's dishonorable and rich will have much more.
That's right.
That's what it's all going to reveal. That mask is going to be poured off and the resources are taken from him.
Yep.
And the world's going to find out this kid is not Ethan Hawke. All right, he's not Pierce, he's not 007. He's not Clark Kent. He's the villain. He's been the villain the whole time. He just packaged it in a shiny wrapper.
That's it.
Charles, he looked at it like man of the earth died himself in time.
Hey, that's where you see Esau's true character in Job the 30th chapter. You know what I'm saying? That's if you want to know what a so-called white man is, read Job the 30th chapter. That's gonna let you know his true nature. Like, this man didn't know how to clean his ass, man. He still don't. Yeah, they'll go days without showering, something like goddamn sulfur and death and wet dogs, man. You see what I'm saying? But everything that they got was made by us, man. It was that Jacob is the former of all things. Esau ain't good for nothing but to be a slave. And he ain't even good at that because after 1,000 years, we're going to kill his ass. We're going to put him to death. Yahweh, the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shot. You see what I'm saying? So the so-called white man is not good for anything. But the Lord created him to use his purpose of being a sword on the earth, right? But now that's being done because that blade is being dulled. Because Yahweh Bashim Shai is now blessing his men, blessing his people to return. So if you got, it was to punish us for the misdoings, the misdeeds that we had. But his purpose before that is over because his people are repenting. You see? So that sword of the earth is, hey, it say we shall no longer learn war anymore. Esau is, he loved war.
And it
you
also,
see?
scriptures also say affliction shall not arise.
Yep.
That shall mean to the elect. So there is going to be one more affliction.
That's right.
But remember, Jacob's trouble really technically is not for the elect.
That's right.
The elect ain't in trouble. You know, that's why I say, and continue to say, but Jacob shall be delivered out of it. You know, he's going to burst the yoke off our neck. And really, technically speaking, the Lord is doing that now. But it'll be completely fulfilled when we translate. But his wrath is being appeased by the elect, by the brothers, man. You know, we catch hell, catching hell so that the Lord is just hardening us, man, for the times to come. Okay? That's why
might not be punished with the world.
we might not be punished with the world. Hey, the Lord said, we pray that the Lord don't take us out of the world, but that He delivers us out of that place, from the evil. Keep us from the evil. So the Most High, He's getting less and less mad at the elect. Okay? So it's on you now, man. Hey, we ain't just out here to cut Jake out. When the Spirit hit us, we do. But you know what? Well, nah, nigga, it's your time to get talked about. Your tribulation is your hate. It's like this tree that all that stuff is over with, man. The Lord God bringing that judgment, man. Y'all will be looking and falling upside people. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 22. One of the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering,
Which He has done. The Lord has, the scriptures say, I have a long time holding my peace. Now will I travail like a woman that
Roar like a travailing woman.
Like a travailing woman. Okay? Meaning like a woman that's carrying a baby that's ready to deliver. She's screaming to the top of her lungs. Nobody can stop that lady from screaming. No matter what you do or what you say. That's what the Lord is likening Himself unto. You can't stop this cry that I'm supposed to do. Go ahead, bro.
endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction.
Yeah, He endured you people long enough. You just a terrorist attack away your whole life being turned upside down. Alright? It ain't too many more laws that gotta get passed. Right. Things gotta get put into place. The only thing is you one event away from losing your whole life. And trust me, the government will do it to you. I'm gonna keep bringing up the pandemic, the mandates, because you people was humble, boy. I'm talking about, man, I'm talking about, bro. The world, the earth was going through a mass humbling when that pandemic hit, man. Now everybody's back. Then got worse. How you come out the pandemic worse?
I got a scripture for you that Isaiah 42.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah, you can break it down, brother. You speaking on it. This is Isaiah 42 and 13. The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war.
Yeah, but when we read Exodus 15, it says what? The Lord is a man of war. Okay? So the Lord loves war. So war has to develop. Alright, wars don't happen overnight. Wars are about strategy and position. That's basically what war is about. Why you think right now you see Russia and America positioning their soldiers in the earth? Because they're getting ready to go to war. Alright? There will be a third world war. We already had two, World War I and World War II. We are now entering into the development stages of World War III. Why you think Russia is doing what they're doing in Ukraine? Okay? Why do you think all this World War III talk is happening? Why do you think North Korea tested missiles in the Pacific Ocean? Okay? Why do you think all those battleships over there in the Persian Gulf, in the Strait of Hormuz? Okay? Because that's the valley of the Lord's decision that He's getting ready to bring His judgment. So he's waiting patiently to kick it off. But once the Lord kick it off, He's going to cut the lights off in America. Okay? Because Esau got to shut you American citizens up so he can focus on the war.
Right. Say,
Go ahead.
He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies.
Yep.
I have long time holding my peace.
Long time, man.
I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once.
This is in the Bible. Alright? What this brother just read is in the Holy Bible found in the Christian church. The Lord said he's going to destroy and devour at once. That's America.
Right.
This is not a God-fearing country. This is not an upright country. America wasn't established like the ancient Israel was established. Okay? This place was established on blood, rape, robbery, and murder. We ain't gonna let you forget. Remember, think about it, process it, because there is a payment plan. Okay? Your forefathers entered your stupid asses into a payment plan. Now you about to have the cash. Now you about to have to put the bill. No apologies on our end. You got to do what you got to do. You know? Go ahead, huh?
This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of...
Can we jump to
Ezekiel 35.
jump on that?
5. This is Ezekiel 35 and 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Right, that's why the Spirit on us. We got our focus on Mount Seir. That's Esau. Now that's the same Mount Yahweh said, say to be removed. That's the same mountain. Let's see them and make a fight, man. So the overall, the overtone of the message, the very essence of it, is America is going to be destroyed. That's the message of the Bible and its veracity. All right, read that again.
It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
That's why we're going to the precept. It justifies it. Faithful witness, Revelation first chapter. So we're going to the scripture. This justifies it. You might look poor. You are poor. We have no strength in our hand to ward off our mighty enemies. Right? We here under the orders of Yahweh. See? The Lord instigated, he must run all this. The Lord instigated this, man. Because you feel compelled to come up against them. Because, you know, again, you don't have a party, standing army, and then, you know, scripture, certainly, like we're going to go over the journey to that. You got garments on. It does say in the Bible, well.
It says, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
Right, you can't put that word. I mean, that's what it says. The Lord is against Mount Seir. That's right here, man. Why wouldn't you? Scripture says Sodom was up as an example, man. With that word example goes back to example. Really, the origins of that word example is sample. Like you get a sample size, you know, you get a sample of something, getting the whole full portion. And that proves that a bigger destruction is coming. That was just a foreshadowing of what the Lord was going to do, man. This time the whole earth going to rock back and forth. That's the presence of Yahweh. Go ahead.
And I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. And I will
That's the aftermath. That's the destruction for those that are ears, man. Go ahead.
And I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
There's going to be a teacher moment.
Right.
There's going to be a teacher. Everything the Lord is doing, He does around wilderness, man. You're going to learn in that thing. The thing is not like the Lord going to perceive, like you don't listen to us, then the Lord says, let my God do like that. No, you're going to learn the hard way of things. Right. You're going to learn, you're going to be more on fire than us, literally. Like we on fire, passionate, you're going to be, so that's going to be the true form of the
because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Now the Lord going to the reasoning behind it, the science behind it, because He touched Israel, man. That's why the brother was able to go into the Cornell story. The Lord left them in record. Right? So somebody get locked up. What happened? Man, you know, and he locked you up. Give you clarity.
That's an exposure. Sorry, brother. That's an exposure on Esau, man. That stuff that you can Google and hear and read about that kind of stuff, man. That the Lord said that His skirt's gonna be lifted, man. That wicked shall be revealed. Is it like what? That's horrifying, bro. If that happened to anybody, if that happened to a family member, you will be utterly horrified. You see?
I like what you got, Tom.
You know, but that would be completely horrifying, bro. You see what I'm saying? The fact that that's on there for people to read about in 2023, that lets you know that this man is the devil, man. You know, that dude, them guys that did that, well, they walking around the streets right now. You know what I'm saying? Yep, his spirit's out there.
Even if that was a family member you didn't really like that, you would have felt some type of way.
Even Jake, like, even though, you know, at the end of the day, it's judgment of the Lord. But you, as an Israelite, you can't help but feel some type of pity for that. Some type of compassion for that. Like, you, at the end of the day, we want worse than wish that on no Israelite. You see what I'm saying? It's the judgment of the Lord, but the Lord exercises certain things so that we can understand the depravity of Esau, you know?
Lord will justify it.
We look at the Lord put the spirit on us to document their own crime. So we bringing out your own crimes against you. It's talking about war crimes, crimes against humanity. He's the biggest criminal on the planet. Talking about Russians doing crimes, wars, right? But how did you get America?
Yeah, well, Russia doing war crimes, do something about it. Stop telling us. Go do something. You want to keep fucking with us? Go do something to the Russians that commit war crimes. So you ain't as bad as you think you are, man.
And all that money over there.
Yeah, Lord knows where. How many times you gonna accuse Russia without doing something? Let it have been a small country in Africa. You ain't even gonna make a headline. You just gonna send troops over there. So won't you do it to Russia? Yeah. You want the smoke? Go get it. I'm sick of you, Edomite.
Hey, that's why he's the devil, because he's accused. He's constantly
Yeah. He did nothing wrong.
Recess.
Randall. Randall was a demon.
He even look weird as hell.
Right.
Yeah, you got it. This is Lamentations 4, in verse 22, says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
NLT, Lamentations 4:22. Oh, beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end. You will soon return from exile. But Edom, your punishment is just beginning. Soon your many sins will be exposed.
That's bad.
Hey, Romans 9:17. For the scripture says to Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee.
Like, because this is a master class of judgment. On both sides of the spectrum, you see extreme judgment and extreme mercy. The vessels of wrath is Esau, and the vessels of mercy, which is Jacob, with the elect. And you see the battle for the Lord's judgment.
I got that mercy and wrath with
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, and verse 16. For thy power is the beginning of righteousness, and because thou art the Lord of all, it maketh thee gracious unto all. For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest. But thou masterest thy power, judgest with equity, and orderest us with great favor.
Hey, if I may say, he just said he judges with equity. The Lord has been more than fair. He's been more than fair. He's given you ample amount of time. You ain't even gave the slaves a formal apology, right? We have the representative of America, meaning the president of the United States, went and did a State of the Union or a national address and gave a formal apology from the American government to the descendants of the slaves and just said, I'm sorry. So the Lord's been more than fair with you fucking devil. I'm trying not to use sports as much sports speak, but you bring it out. You haven't even sat there and gave a formal apology to the Seminole and the Pequot Indians. All right? To the Native Americans, you haven't given a formal apology for what you've done in them, and you still celebrate Thanksgiving. So the Lord judged with equity. All right? You haven't held your end of the deal up. You forwarded the affliction. You got some nerve to sit up here and try to set up a new world order after all you did. You should just ride away in the fucking sunset.
Right.
You already in rulership. You already in the new world order. You already in rulership.
You should really just not put any more insult on injury. But here you are trying to do some more. You see what I mean?
They say that he did further the affliction.
Yeah. He forwarded the affliction upon the tribes. Okay? We couldn't even get an apology for slavery, man. Why wouldn't you apologize for the atrocity that your forefathers did?
Right.
Wouldn't that be a virtuous act to do? Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Esau was insatiable. All right, when you go into that word insatiable, it says incapable of being satisfied or peace, inordinately greedy. And that's Esau, man. The scripture says desires of health and death. He cannot be satisfied. So there is no end to Esau's journey to wickedness if the Lord don't cut him off.
And your King James Bible?
Jeremiah 49:12, for thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go upon it? Thou shalt not go upon it, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
He told us last week he put all of our sins in slavery. We believe it so much.
No,
he
you
don't.
don't.
And that's
That's
a Lord of the time.
That's a Roman Read that again.
Jeremiah 49:12, for thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. Don't speak about nations and world. Right? And it says, and art thou he that shall altogether go upon it? Thou shalt not go upon it.
Hey, but like what they say, if the Lord don't judge America, then he owes Sodom and Gomorrah an apology. And the Lord ain't about to apologize to nobody. Okay? So yeah, America's time is ticking. Not just America. Who brought forth America? Europe. The Lord gonna get at London too. Because he produced this nasty, filthy place.
And
Asia.
the Hamites, Ishmael.
Yep. All of them.
Then the Lord is there upon all the people.
Yep. The Lord gonna get Russia too.
Yep. The Lord don't fuck with Vladimir Putin.
No. The scripture tells you in Ezekiel the 38th chapter, it says you prophesy against God that made God. Because when we speak about, it may sound like we speaking on behalf of Russia. They gonna get hit too.
Right.
And when they spark out World War III, all of the world markets are gonna crash.
Exactly.
Nobody's gonna be able to rise out of that but the elect.
Right.
And that's why we gotta come back down on the earth. Okay? Everything is gonna be in shambles. So everything, the Lord ain't dealing with nobody down here except for the elect.
Of course, America. Every major city in the world. Yep. Old Mexican standoff. Boy, man, this is going out. That's what the listen.
Like the sanctuary, stare down. Look at one, he got the beard, he got his bottle. You see the op over there on the other side of the bar. You see him. You see some more standing over there by the door, swinging door. And all of a sudden, one move get made, and everybody draw. Well, that's what's happening right now in government, in global schematics.
It's called mutually assured destruction.
Yeah.
I got it. That's why we look at this. When Babylon falls, it says the nation's going to thrive. You know, because this is the reason Babylon's the center of the global economy. You know, even the elites are just sad about it. They don't really want that to happen, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's like the answer for the elites. Yeah, very good. Well, everything is shit too, very good. Yeah. You go to a store in India, you should make some shit from China, maybe Peru, you know, everything. The world is just the same.
All the things that they said. I got one. We were talking about London and Britain, right? You know, this is Jeremiah 50:12. Your mother shall be sore confounded.
Now, how do we know what this is talking about? Of course, we can read the top. Jeremiah is talking about Babylon. Now, when we go into the book of, Daniel, the 7th chapter, all right, it speaks about the 3 horns. Those 3 horns All right, representing what? Who knows what the three horns represent? Daniel 7 chapter. Yep. Spanish and the British. And the British. Now, out of one of the horns came another little horn, which that was what? America. So,
the eight that came out the
yeah, the eight that came out of the seven.
Yep.
That's going into how America came out of Rome. But Daniel the 7th chapter is going into how Great Britain is Rome, but specifically going into how America was birthed from the horn of Great Britain, the power of Great Britain. That's why the 13 colonies, the 7 and 6, all right, they pretty much got their independence from Great Britain. Okay? Now, when it's talking about the mother of America is Great Britain, the UK. Now, what was an instance where, read that again.
Jeremiah 50 and verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded.
Yep.
She that bare you shall be ashamed.
Now, where was the incident in history where Great Britain was ashamed of America? With Donald Trump down in Africa. They prohibited Donald Trump. Donald Trump, he couldn't go to Great Britain and travel. He couldn't go over there. And bro, if you do a street interview of Brits and ask them about America, they talk down on them. They talk down on the English language, they talk down on the food, they talk down on the culture, they talk down on the respect level. They just, all in all, British people hate America. That's the scripture. Yep. They ashamed that they came out of that America came out of that country.
When you go like, America so-called, the Constitution was in 1776. When they was founding America, that was supposed to be that separation from Britain. You know what I'm saying? To be able to have their own independence.
And really to separate monarchy.
And the monarchy.
Which is all hypocritical before the revolution. You had the Boston Party, which is what before it was taxes.
Right.
So here it is, smacking you.
Right.
Another like dog.
And really technically speaking, they never really gained independence technically speaking. Because they just came under the international bankers. The international see, the international bankers created America as the muscle of their enterprise, of their alliance.
No, they still rule through it. Even when you they have so-called elites, they don't live in America. Right? They ruling over there. They in London and different places like that. But they still run the show. I'm just saying, that's more like the ploy that they put. Like, it's independent, it's a free nation. Like, they're not under the governing rule of the so-called elite.
Well, the scriptures tell you in the book of Revelation that I see 3 unclean spirits like frogs. Okay? And that's talking about the 3 city states. So they still connected. America they just gave America its democracy or losing the freedom to be the military branch.
Washington, D.C. and London.
Military.
And financial.
Which America became a superpower after World War II. Or was it World War I? The world standard was the
Right, wasn't the dollar.
and then all these countries owed money to America. After the First World War, so that's how the dollar became the powerhouse.
And that's why the Brits, that's why the primary reason why the Brits left NATO was because of America. So read that again about that shot, my brother.
Jeremiah 50 and 12, your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land and a desert.
Yep. So, yeah, you got it out.
Bottom of the bottom. Ultimate for Lord of Lord says the destiny of the place going to be a desert. They're going to come by way of history. I was just saying that Isaiah, not Isaiah, second Israel, 8 chapter, I want to say.
Samuel do this. He'll leave without everybody.
Depth to America, man. Look really at the top to you. The Lord has overboard with this. I was looking at that one rough word. God has just speaking into existence. Now that's it. You're a faith still. Oh, you got that? I'm talking 8 and 21 or something like that.
Yeah, I'll read the next verse. Jeremiah 50 and 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goes by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues.
It's going to be a reward. It's going to be breathtaking.
It's going to be a great judgment. A judgment that that the earth has never seen. Where the Lord is going to actually send over 200 million warheads on one land. That's just America. That ain't even talking about the missiles that's going to hit the other areas in the earth. That's why the scripture says, in Isaiah 24, if the earth shall reel into the floor like a drunkard, man. That's going to be the greatest judgment that the earth has ever seen since the Lord created it. And the earth is still going to stand after that. So that's going to show you the power of the Most High. That's why these other nations are going to be such an awe. Okay? Because the Lord gave them the technology for this. Put the satellite up here. Put your internet together. I want y'all to see this. I don't want you to hear about nothing. Okay? See, back in the ancient world, the Lord, it was word of mouth. Y'all heard what the Lord did in Egypt. Y'all heard what the Lord did in Egypt. They heard, but they heard about the flood. Noah seen the flood. Everybody else got swept. So but everybody else, you had to get the epic of Gilgamesh. Everybody had their rendition of the flood. But see, when the Lord used these missiles, He want everybody to catch the smoke. Want you to see it.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. The Lord wants. That's why the Lord. Everybody gonna see the reward of the righteous, and everybody's gonna behold the reward of the wicked. The wicked is gonna watch the righteous get their reward, and the righteous is gonna watch the wicked get theirs.
That's right.
All right. The Most High ain't playing with nobody no more, man. Okay. How about Shema Shai ain't playing with nobody no more? He getting ready to get his respect. Been disrespected far too long.
Right.
Quick one. Psalms 9 and 16. It says, the Lord is known by the judgment which He executes. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. That's how the Lord says. That's how the Lord is. He made it. Judgment. Got the rich money. After that, the Lord's name was going around. What's in the mind too is Jonah. They asked him to go around and see why the storm came. And they got to him asking the officer. Told him it was the Most High as far as brother down. So now we got to get about it. Like, Egypt, we did Egypt, we did we're talking Noah. You know what I'm saying? So imagine this judge that's going to right.
The earth has lost its spirit.
Right.
There was one point in time, although they were heathen nations, that there was still a level of fear of the power of Israel. Because it was fresh judgment that was still being talked about in the earth. Right now, if you look at what's going on, ain't nobody scared of the Most High. Ain't nobody thinking about no judgment that's going to be how about Shema Shai. And that's really how He wants it. Because the way He going to shake it up this time, going to be an everlasting fear. You're going to fear when the Lord finished with America and the rest of the world, the people on the earth going to fear the Lord forever. That's going to be the amount of judgment that He's going to bring away. You're going to be scared of Him for the rest of your eternity. Everybody, including the elect. We never going to lose that fear again. See, the Lord going to really rock this place. See, He got Egypt good, but that's why I said there ain't going to be no more said that the Lord delivered them out of Egypt, but the Lord delivered them out of the land of the north, in America. Bring it out. Okay, yep.
Hey, Ezekiel 12 and 25. For I am Yahweh. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord power.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Hey, and that's what the Lord's going to do, man. He's going to show these people His power, man. Because everybody been getting along, a lot of our spirits just going along with the motions, just thinking that the Lord is a power and not going to show Himself. But the Lord is really about to show you His real power.
That's right, bro.
Jeremiah 23 and 7. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, was brought up and with the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country.
Yep,
And
that's right. The North Country meaning America. Now, when you read the Bible, you'll hear about two North countries. All right, so within context, when you understand biblical prophecy, you know how to relate to what the North Country is talking about. There are sometimes scriptures called Russian North Country. There are sometimes scriptures called American North Country. It's the way that it's based on prophecy. So this prophecy right here is talking about America because why? It says Israel and Judah shall be oppressed together. Where are they being oppressed at? Here in America. So that North Country where the Lord is going to deliver them is America. Okay? Now when the Lord performs this act, like what the brother just said, he will perform it. The word purge, when you break down the etymology of the word perform, the word purge means screw. Okay? And form means, form, the structure of it. So the Lord is going to perform these prophecies on the earth, and that's how he's going to get his respect. Okay? And you people gonna learn that you ain't as big as you think you are. Okay? Y'all let y'all mortgage go to y'all fucking head. Y'all neighborhood that went to y'all fucking head, man. Okay? I mean, what do you do for a living? Sit at a bar and talk about what you do for a living. You shouldn't even be doing nothing. Why y'all Edomites even work? You know? The Lord is going to get you, man. Alright? He's going to take you in your fucking docile state of mind, man. Hey, where's the old Edomite at? Okay?
He don't come back.
Where is he at? It ain't in them. These niggas is fools. The average Edomite out here don't even got a gun. You got to go to the interior of Florida for all of that. That you city Edomites are finished. Y'all just, the NATO troops gonna get y'all. Y'all ain't gonna put up no fight. Okay?
That's why I said give me not the oppressor though. You know what I'm saying? Like with the things Esau has, it's like why are you even working? I'm talking about what you do for a living. You on your rulership. We not the work that we're gonna do in the kingdom, it says we shall long enjoy the work of our hands. So they're gonna be if we do something, like if this brother likes creating incense, or oils, he gonna do it, and that's what he's gonna want to do. It's not gonna be no 9 to 5, clocking in, clocking out. That's not gonna happen, man. Right. But they in their society doing that, and so that's why don't envy them, man. They don't really got it. Even when you see they got nice homes and all that, they do not have glory, man. They do not have righteousness. They don't know how to run a kingdom. That's why the Lord got to take them out, man.
Yeah, why would you envy somebody that's getting ready to get this type of judgment?
Right.
No here it is. I want to be like you, but I know you get ready to get fucked up. Brother, I'm good. I gotta be nothing like you. I don't even want to live next door to you. That's me personally. Some brothers may beg to differ. I don't. Put me to do some African Americans. I can get them.
You're not niggas.
Not niggas. The Africans, they take care of their fucking yards. They speak when they come out. They leave you alone. I don't live with no Edomites. Okay? Yeah, always want to take something. Okay?
Can't make it.
Right. The Lord get ready to get busy on y'all, man. Hey, man, we pray that our shot brings severe judgment on this world. Okay? I got something.
Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 26. For Yahweh shall give it to a man that is good in his sight, wisdom and knowledge and joy. But to the sinner he giveth travail to gather and to heap up, that he may give it to him that is good before the Most High.
That's right. So the travail that's going to come upon the earth is going to be a gift or a reward to the wicked. Okay? You earned it. You people in this world have earned the judgment that's coming for you, man. Okay? And when these things happen, like I just said, we're going to rejoice. We're going to rejoice to the Lord that it's finally happening, man. Alright? There's a level of pent-up frustration being amongst the Edomites, knowing you did all this with him. He still got to come to you with his glory. That's why the scriptures speak about that. I was envious at the wicked. There's no death in their band. That's a natural feeling that happens when your oppressor is living high off the hog. Everybody should feel like that. But the Lord knows, hey, be patient, my son. Be patient. I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them for you. Not only that, I'm going to also let y'all get at them. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay? If you really want to get them, you got to be patient. All right? It's chess, not checkers, man. Okay? This is war. We got to be spiritual in this thing, man. Look. Okay? That should piss you off. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Right. What you gonna do?
Smack it out his head. Go to jail for 8 minutes.
Right.
I got a real quick one. Revelation 22 and 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be.
That's right. So regardless of what you've done on the earth, the Lord is going to give you a just recompense for your deeds. That go to show you He's the ultimate judge. Because out of 8 million people, everybody is going to get judged the right way. That's supreme. That's supreme.
Oh, excuse me, I am from the Bronx Jackson region. And he left Germany and spoke to
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Read that again. I thought she said somebody on the side.
Revelation 22 and 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be.
Hey, well, the Lord said what? He loves to judge in the earth. The Lord loves judgment. So the Lord has to sit back and analyze a lot of people. Okay? There's people in the spirit world that the Lord is going to bring back on the earth and give a proper judgment to. It tells you that in the book of John, the 5th chapter. So the way that these judgments are going to be distributed is going to solidify Yahweh Bashim Shai as the king, the true judge of the earth. So ain't nobody going to get misjudged. You ain't going to be a righteous man is what the Lord going to try to lift him up.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Hey, you know, I messed that one up. No, everybody's going to get the proper judgment. And that's going to show the beauty of the Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay? Yep. That's right.
This Hebrews 6 and 10, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and you minister.
Thank you guys. Spirit.
When the scripture says sound speech, which cannot be condemned, and make them of the contrary say that there is no wickedness in it. So we speaking sound doctrine, sound speech. You know, hey, look at he said a couple of words, that was about it. Demons can't go to distance, man. Okay? You come up here yelling all that madness, smoking and sagging. I know you ever been to 50 something, stay going into your 60. That's not a good example that I would want to follow. I want you to be quiet. You listen to something, man. Alright? Be out here for those that want to listen. But don't come up here with that madness because we ain't tolerate that. Alright? Read that again, my brother.
1 Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord.
Yeah, don't move. Don't move your post, man. Stay where you at. Hey, the Lord's gotten this thing this far. Well, the Lord can get us farther. We can go further with this, man. To the point that where miracles are starting to manifest before the eyes of these people. Okay? So be steadfast and unmovable. Always abounding in the work. The scripture, it's a requirement to grow. It's not an option. Okay? It's not optional on whether you want to grow or not. That's a requirement as a servant of the Lord. You have to grow. So when you find yourself plateauing in the spirit, you got to figure out what's stopping you from going to the next level. It's your duty as a servant to figure that out. Okay? It's like a workout. I'm sorry. No. That's why I said it's
What's going on?
yeah.
Why is this Israel?
Right. We are. Right.
Good.
Yeah. That's a similar right here. Yeah. That's a similar in here. You heard them right. There you go. All right, keep reading, bro.
For as much as ye know,
Like, can I say something? You go into the word abound, it says seed of 6 months. That's why it tells the spirit on the top of the heart to say you got to do some videos a week and let you know that this is a ministry, man.
Yep.
Spirit kind of on him to set up that standard.
Yep.
Right. Boundary, it literally means to exceed his limits. That means you got to go 100 times more so that there's a standard set. Like the daughter said, hey, I want you to knock this much work out. If yours bill, you should knock out more.
Yeah, you're supposed to do more.
Right, because you're convinced.
Yeah.
You're convinced that this what the result and the reward is going to be. It ain't like you going to water phase.
Right.
It's an honor.
Well, the Lord said, we're impossible.
Impossible service.
This is foolishness, really. Because really, the Lord don't need prophets. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't need you. That's why it's known as foolish. It's really foolish. But really, the people need the prophets. You know what I'm saying? So this is more so for the people than it is for the Lord. You know, because the people need us to be out here warning them. You know? So this is still, at the end of the day, whether we out here or not, the prophecy is going to be fulfilled anyway. You know? Right.
That's the spirit what he said. Like, people that need us, we just really be elected.
Yeah.
The songs can cry out, you know, at the end of the day, the Lord, but that's also why we're thankful, because we're part of those people too. You know what I'm saying? Hearing the apostles, the elders, right, coming into this thing, the middle who are in the world, so even for us. You know what I'm saying? So if the Lord don't need us, but we're thankful that He got His Spirit on us to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? That we can be put in this position to learn from Him, man.
Yeah, we get points from it.
Yeah.
You know, like me and the brother Lloyd was just saying, the Lord prophesied to a donkey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it ain't, you know, the Lord could, like you said, He can raise up the stone. So really
one another.
Yep.
That's one another. So we don't bury men and lead them.
That's right.
Yep.
That's why I remember when Yahweh went to the fig tree and went and produced some fruit.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. That's right.
Yep, because the prophets are here for the edification of the elect. And to warn, because like I always say, we ain't out here to warn the wicked.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We're not warning you. Warning somebody is an extension of mercy. We're not warning you. Right. We're not warning the so-called white man on what, so he can take some type of plan of action. No, we're out here to tell you what's getting ready to happen.
Right.
We're out here to warn 2/3 of our people on what's getting ready to happen. We're out here to edify the elect, teach the elect. When you understand that, it simplifies your mission. Okay? You ain't gonna tell, I ain't gonna tell no Edomite, hey man, you about to go down, man. Yeah, you gotta get right. You know, get right, man. No, we're just out here simply to tell you what the Lord is gonna do to you. 2/3 we out here to warn you on what the Lord is getting ready to do if you don't get your shit together. And those that get it together, we out here to teach and edify them. That's our duty as a prophet. Okay, so you understand that equation, it makes the message more simple. Okay?
And the Lord, when He sent out His disciples, He said,
Yeah.
He didn't say, bring some niggas around, maybe they
Right.
don't know. He said,
Right. Right. Yeah, just bring any nigga.
We're not out here for all of Israel. Maybe out here. Lord, so we be part of the elect. We're out here for the elect. First and foremost, glorify the name of God.
Bring it out. That's right.
Amos chapter 2 and verse 11. And I'll raise up of your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Yasharallah, saith the Lord? But there is a difference between the prophets and the Israelites. The elder goes into this all the time. This isn't for the casual Israelites. Because even amongst Israel, you have entry-level camps that can tell you you're Israel, but they can't see the vision. Because the vision is only secluded to the prophets, and it's always been like that. You've had Israelites who knew that they were Israelites, but they couldn't see the vision, because that was always reserved for the prophets. And the Lord said, what? He raised up with your sons for prophets. Particular men in every generation that the Lord raised up to warn our people. Even now that's happening. You got these different camps that they're only qualified to tell you that you're Israel. They're not qualified to give you the whole vision.
Even when you have sacrifices upon Israel, they knew they were Israel.
Right.
They had access to the temple. You know, they were tracking lineage. But what, you know, that did benefit them because they was enabled to lay hold of the secrets.
those are initiated on that.
Yeah, so that word mystery is those that now,
The mystery being revealed.
he said not the ordinary mortal.
Right.
He initiated. That's why Yahweh Shah, he invited that. He started speaking over everybody's head. His very presence was like somebody in the room whispering in it. What's that, Matthew the 10th chapter? When I speak in here, that's a physical. They say you're in a room full of people and somebody's whispering. Like, you know, like, what's up, man? Speak up. Yeah. You assume they talking about, you know. But really he's saying I'm about to shoot you hard up. Excuse me, and when you get out.
Right. This is like a private meeting in public. That's really what it is, because these people hear it when they can't receive it. And that's going in the prophet.
That's also a form of what's called king speech. When you speak the same language as the people, but they can't understand it because you're speaking it on a higher vibration.
One of his brother's family members, he said, we was just all vibing, talking. He said, man, I don't know what y'all talking about. It's like y'all speaking in a different language.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We speaking English. You know, we throw a couple cons and kawadas, but you know, it's like you can't understand.
It's a different vibration.
Like a ton in the world. You got to catch it still.
And like your house said, I am from above, you have to below. We're talking about from the heavens. Not everything goes on that level.
Our conversation is in heaven.
That's coming directly from the heavens.
Let's see.
So Isaiah 52:8, thy watchmen.
Also, like a real quick, that's why when you go to court, they recommend you have a lawyer.
Right.
Because they're going to throw out that lingo that you ain't even know what they're talking about. So, hey, we the representatives, you know? The ambassadors.
They can sit there, got all kind of charges. You're trying to be tough and have a straight face. You know, good and damn well you over there be confused in the mud. You know, that's the same way with these people out here. They try to act like they tough. You don't know nothing what we talking about. Okay? You say God or may God, they gonna look at you like, okay? You got it. Right.
Isaiah 52:8, thy watchmen shall lift up the voice. With the voice together shall they sing. For they shall see eye to eye. When the Lord shall bring his desire. But the watchman is the separation. You have a point of vision. And every Israelite isn't qualified to necessarily be a watchman.
Hey, you know, that reminds me of Revelation 14, though, where it says that only the elect, only that they can sing that song. You see what I'm saying? So that's the same thing that's happening now, right? Only the elect are hearing this song. So the things that we say, the words that we preach, I always compare the truth to, like, not say regular dogs, but like a dog whistle. See, like if you blow a dog's whistle, humans will be like, then you going nothing. But a dog is like, in tune what's going on. So the same way goes when this truth comes out, right? The elect are going to hear this word. The Lord says in John the 10th chapter, my sheep will hear my voice. You see, so when it's being preached from Yahweh Shai, and that shepherd is speaking, a sheep has nothing. He instantly looks and wants to follow him and seek after him. You know, but let another stranger come up and speak, you don't know what's going on. So the conversation that we have is a holy conversation. We're only men who are holy. It says, let him be holy still. Let him that is holy be holy still. So when you have a holy demeanor and you're in the tune with the Spirit, right, you're going to put on holy ways. You're going to do holy things. You're going to talk in a holy manner. And so, and holy means what? Separate and set apart. So people are not able to come into that and understand it unless they're part of the elect. Lord willing, we don't.
Philippians 3:20, for our conversation is in heaven, from which also we look for the Savior, Lord Yahweh Shah, Mashiach.
Conversation also is synonymous.
Oh my God, you scared me.
And it's no okay, so when it speaks about our conversation, actually the report that the angels are taking to the Heavenly Father, to Yahweh Shai, to the Heavenly Father, is they behaving themselves well. You know, because of the things that they're saying and doing, their conduct for the conversation is a reflection of their behavior. Okay? Yep.
I say too, people with us going out on the highway to my way. That's how I say, Yeah.
Yep.
It's just like a vineyard in the desert. Once a barren land.
Moved by it.
Yeah,
River.
Yeah. Boy, amongst Babylon, this garden, life, and give out that save amongst the pollution of the world.
It's Romans 8 and 29, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate.
Right, because the Lord, when he speaks about them that he foreknew, the Lord knew the elect before the foundation of the world was created. All right, they were with Yahweh from the beginning. Matter of fact, John 1 and 1. Real quick. Somebody, we will go back. Okay.
You got it. St. John 1 and 1. In the beginning was the Word,
Yep.
and the Word was with the Most High,
Yep.
and the Word was the Most High.
Right, so the Word is Yahweh. That's why it tells you that in the book of Revelation. All right, that he's called the Word. And the Word became what? Flesh. Okay, so Yahweh was there in the beginning, and the elect was there for Yahweh in the beginning. Okay, so therefore, before the earth was even created, there was a council amongst Yahweh, and the elect that this is what's y'all gonna create the earth. This is what's gonna happen. Then at the end, I'm gonna deliver y'all, and then I'm gonna let y'all rule over the earth that y'all created.
That's why it's called the cosmos. The order of the arrangement.
You got yep.
We about to be free. Right. Well, we already free from this truth. But now we're free. They about to free.
And if we are the elect, the reason why this is happening to us, we got to change the darkness, and this is happening to us is because during that council, the conversation, we agreed. You know, we were in one with Yahweh Shai, so we don't feel bad about the condition because we already knew. But remember, the Lord said He's going to stir up our pure mind by way of remembrance because we already talked about it. Yeah, we all agreed. At the end of the day, we was with the Lord in the beginning, and this was happening. That's why He said it was predestined. You can't predestine something without somebody knowing that they was going to be set up anyway. Okay, predestination, it's a setup. Okay, it's just like if I got a business and I got a son and I want to make my son an owner. Before he becomes the owner, I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna make you the owner of this son. So yeah, he's gonna be predestined. He's already gonna be groomed, like what the brother I said, to take over that business. Yeah. All right, go ahead, read that again.
It's Romans 8 and 29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate.
Yep.
To be conformed to the image of his son.
Yep. So and how are we being conformed to the image of his son? Through the word. Through the word. Okay?
From this way. There's a lot of stuff in front of you. Follow my voice.
That's the importance of that being responded.
No, I'm good.
A lot of our people are not going through that responding process. But they still got the ways of this world on them.
Yep.
So we going through that spiritual fire. We being made in the image of Yahweh.
Word. So that's how we get conformed to that image, being that way of life. Go ahead.
And it says that he might be the firstborn among many brethren.
Yeah. That's we all really the first sons of the Most High, but Yahweh Shai is the only begotten. He's the eldest of the eldest. Right. You know what I mean? Big brother. Yeah. He's the first creation of the Most High.
Verse 30, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called.
Yep. And don't the scripture say not press towards the mark of the high calling? Like I always say, this ain't no hooty hoo. You know? Hey, bro, hold on. No, the Most High is sitting on the throne in the heaven of heavens. And he's literally telling the angels, all right, go wake him up. And the scenario happens in your life, found some definition of Job. So they before you found the truth, they hitting you together. But it was all because the Most High sanctioned the angels to do that. Okay? So you don't wake up unless the Most High call you. Remember, Yahweh Shai said, he cannot come unto me except my Father in heaven draw him unto me. So it's really not Yahweh Shai that's calling you. The Most High is calling you and leading you to Yahweh Shai. Okay? Right. That's why really the elect is not Yahweh Shai's elect. It's the Most High's elect. Yahweh Shai is the deliverer of the elect. Okay? It's the Lord's elect, the Heavenly Father's elect. He calls you into the truth, and then you gotta go to Yahweh Shai to get to him. Okay? So that's that predestination. That was already established in the heavens before anything was even created. Before the first leaf was even created, the Lord sealed the elect, and we was in agreement of everything that's happening right now. There was no discrepancies, we knew it. But now we just being stirred up if we of that number. It just if we remember like, yeah, we gonna get through this shit. Don't worry about it. Hey, Yep.
John 17:6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me.
See what it said? Thou gavest them me. To give something to somebody, that means that's a gift. That's why the scripture says, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given by prophecy. So the Most High gave us to Yahweh Shai as a gift. And Yahweh Shai is going to lead us back to the Most High. So that's how it works.
That's Ephesians 2, verse 8, and it says, for by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High. So faith is the gift of the Most High. The Lord showed us that. That's his mercy. That's his
At a certain point, everything we believe in faith is going to be known. It ain't going to require. That's why it's so powerful now, because it requires faith to receive it and has to manifest in this. But in the kingdom, it's going to be known. Everything that we believe based on faith and our trust in how much God shot, it's going to be known just like the world knows God. Right?
Faith is such a thing not seen. Now remember, Yahweh Shai, the physical account of the blind man. Why was they blind? According to your faith, right? That's when it happened. But they was blind for a reason, because you said faith is such a thing not seen, hope for.
Evidence of
thing not reflected. Everything.
Yeah, I get it confused sometimes, but faith is what's being used as evidence to Yahweh. That's why Yahweh Shai is the attorney. He's our mediator, and what he's using to convince the Most High is faith. It's evidence in our case, because he's up there making a case for us right now to see if we are those men that were there in the beginning. And he's using faith to judge and see, he must be one of those men. Okay, because he believes he's doing what one of those men said that they would do in the latter days.
I put up a good confidence. Remember Noah says, having not seen Noah having not seen things of yet, things have not seen as of yet. As a matter of fact, forget that. Hebrews 11 chapter. Noah being warned.
They say, blessed are those who have not seen and believe. You know, blessed are your eyes, for they see. You know, so that's a great thing. Go ahead, brother.
Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High, of things not seen as yet.
But just to add your point, you know, because these people eventually going to see it, and we're separating. We believe without seeing.
Right. That separates them from two-thirds of our people. They're going to come into a well-built, already established kingdom. Whereas it required the elect to be set up to build a foundation. Nobody want to be around to build a foundation of a mountain, of a mansion. Everybody want to come with a product that's finished. The elect are set up with how we shot the chief cornerstone to build the kingdom of heaven, the temple, to build the kingdom of heaven now. And it's not pretty. That's why the truth don't come with a pretty wrapper. And all these entry-level camps try to wrap it into something. It don't work out because it's not finished. We're built the foundation of the building. That's when you get dirty, it's concrete, it's dirty.
Labor job.
It's a regular job. It's not pretty, it's not cheap. But then when the finished product, you know, everybody is
Like, they killing the crib now. You know,
trust the world without that person. Like, if it was already seen, grow with the trust, how would you trust? How would you think? It has to be proven to these adversities. The world that we see is not giving us the feedback that we see to get through. That's what you think. You have to trust. Every time the Lord did miracles, it was in our confidence. It wasn't just an exercise of power, it was in our time.
or faith. Somebody, miracle would happen with somebody that had faith.
Yeah, but she was in need of the miracle. And she tried everything else. She didn't have faith and she wouldn't even know how to do that.
Right. Because there was a bunch of people there.
That's why scripture is like, it's not for the casual Israelite.
Really, the scriptures for the prophets of the Lord. Right? And if you're not Israelite, but you ain't gonna get the mysteries from it.
Second Ezra 1 and 37. I take the witness, the praise of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the things that I say. That's why the scripture says, 1 Timothy 6:12, fight the good fight of faith. You know, so we don't see, your house outside, we don't see the angels, but we believe through grace that he's there. We don't have to see the belief.
But at the end, it shall speak and not lie. Though it's tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and not tarry. Right? And the prophecy is coming to pass, man. But the Lord is giving us this time of grace to come together. To get ourselves together and prepare ourselves for the time to come. Right? Because we're going to be in peril, and the scripture says in peril in many necessities. We're going to need the Lord. And that's what he's going to be there. When we need him, the Lord is going to take care of his elect. Hey,
that's how we know the Lord is working. He was prophet. Because every time we see a prophet on the stand, the Lord is about to show his power. Because he's confident in what he's
with no tangible benefits in this world, it requires the Spirit of the Lord to make you do that. That's why this is not of us. If the Lord was going into that, he was walking earth. It's not of works. If it was, then you would be able to boast. You can't boast because you're at the mercy of the Lord. Your very life is at the mercy of the Lord. How much more the knowledge of you?
Let's just wake it up. That's the Lord. Brothers go through trials and tribulations, you might be pressed on bills or money,
the Lord always, shows us stuff.
That's how he was dealing with Abraham. He didn't know where he was going. GPS, maps.
Hey, that's the ancient world. That's a life experience.
Yeah.
You decide to walk somewhere, it ain't like you can catch a Uber if it don't work out. You catch a Uber back home. You take all your possessions, just go to them. That's the latest.
Right. You have mercenaries. You know what I'm saying? You got some more things. You know, taking activity. You don't know the land. You don't know the language. You don't know the people. Wild beasts. You don't got nobody to know there. You know, so he's good. That's why Abraham believed. That's why he's not.
That's why it's going to be a scripture says you're going to be walking. One day you're going to walk into a place and you're going to say, welcome to this vessel. Man, you know what I'm saying? You don't know where you're going. You're just going by the Spirit. The Lord is that God.
This whole thing is a chapter. Not only this lifetime, but past lifetime. You're letting me go into the journey where you're out about two different lifetimes. And this is why this is the gospel. It's the end of that cycle of going in and out of captivity. But you always have right wars amongst Israel. They were just outnumbered. About 2/3 of our people. Even amongst Israel, you always had a separation between the prophets and the casualists. The same thing happened in the last days.
I wanted to mention as what was saying how we're tracking prophecy. We are tracking prophecy. And we're watching it. And we're watching them come to pass day by day, day by day, day by day. You know, a lot of these people are not going to have this because the scripture says here, you know, in 2 Peter 6, verse 20, it says, when the world that was that shall begin to vanish away, shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. And that's why Romans 10 verse 18 says, but I say, have they not heard? Yes, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the end of the world. They hear, they just want to pretend like they don't hear. All right, but everybody's watching the words of the Heavenly Father come to pass, man. They hear, they know. If you, like, I work at a particular school, and, you know, a particular Northern Kingdom woman, she came up and wanted to just have, you know, just chop it up, you know, just speaking of nothing. And I looked at her, and I was like, you know what you're seeing, man. You know what's going on. And then she like to step out of her, she's like, you know, God is coming, Jesus is coming. All right then. Stop with the, oh, these prices are high. What's going on? Man, shut up. You know what I'm saying? You know what's going on. Once you understand who you're talking to, you just cut straight to the point, man. And they know, they hear the words of the Heavenly Father.
That's true too, because even while I'm driving, I'm seeing people on the corner. Jesus on his way. You know, but when have you ever seen that?
And prophecy.
Like it's to a landmark. Then you get hands up. Always there.
Because no matter what we go through, it's still the all the anything that we go through is still the thing. This is the end of our cycle in and out of captivity. This is the last program. What they describe as the championship round. That's what you at your tiredness. But now you got to show heart.
It's made mandatory. Hey man, we gonna, hey, our confidence gonna go skyrocket, man. Hey, we gonna be picked up, man. It's a bad thing for the people, you know, but we gonna be happy, man. Hey,
Shalom, how y'all doing? Y'all want something?
yeah, we're What's good? What's up? Saying to water, how about you now, man? Because we're almost at the end of this journey, man. I can say that. That's another landmark. Right, with development, I'm good. That far beyond is how the competition of people. Because we I have to cook something. Definitely built the film when it comes to that stuff. This guy entertain this, man. This is what this computer does in itself, right? You know, here it is. You have certain people that say, what you gonna do? You know, somebody now you have to open up another tank. Well, who upholds the law. You know what I mean?
That's not the law.
Right.
Because even those who understand that they're Israelites, they love it. You can't receive certain things that don't take everything to happen for the elect. That's amongst them. See it convinced. But now it's about the multitude. That's why it's always been about that.
That's why they said earlier, that's why every conversation. Everybody like that.
The elder brought up something. It goes into understanding judgment. The Lord gave us the spirit to understand judgment, and that's why we desire. It's like math. You deal with math, it has equations, and the equation has to be balanced. We have the mind of my shop, the extension of the mind of the Lord, and we understand the need for balance. The world is tilted in people, and the only way it can be balanced is in the language that these people understand, which is the Bible. This is the mercy. The mercy's been presented, so look at how the world conducts themselves when they think the Lord not white. So the Lord will speak to them in the language where they understand, and that's the Bible.
Proverbs 28:5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things.
Supposed to be smart news in this world. Just scroll. And you have a different outlook scrolling to smart news than the average person in the world. Because you understand judgment. So you're looking at it, it's like Neo looking at the numbers in nature. When people look at tragedy, you're looking at it like, all right, well, if that person was 5 years old, all right, well, they might have been in their past life. But you can draw certain conclusions. The Lord is known by the judgment. That's the language of the Lord, judgment. You can understand how the Lord feels about certain things, about how the judgment was. Right. Because the Lord ain't a fool. Everything is done. Everything is done.
Psalm 18:25 says, with the merciful thou wilt shew thyself merciful. With the upright thou wilt shew thyself upright. With the pure thou wilt shew thyself pure. And with the forward thou wilt shew thyself pure. Alright, so like the world is the language that they present violence and wrath. Because they're not merciful. But we're doing our issue with spirituality, how much outside is merciful. Alright, we're showing verse says the elect, find hope based on the word. Okay? We see a lot of people want to continue on in their wickedness, and they thought that's what show themselves forward. The Lord will show himself forward. That's the only thing that is violence and justice. Okay? So the Lord wants to live around. That's what the Lord said. I came not to bring peace, but a sword. He knows it's better than we know ourselves.
That's how you balance the situation. It's getting tilted and wicked. The only thing that's going to balance it out. Man, we shed his blood. That's how this whole equation of judgment gets balanced out. But then on the right hand side, y'all those justice and mercy to receive a pardon for what they've done. Because it's not of their work. There's nothing that we can do to earn that spot. It's all the mercy of the Lord.
Like dealing with the strange rain. It's a strange exit for them to do a strange form of good. It's great wickedness in Babylon the Great. Great sword. That, right?
I got one that's Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 17 in the Good News Translation. You show your strength when people doubt that your power is perfect. And you punish anyone who knows your power, but dares to ignore it. That's been being presented. Now the power of the Lord being presented, and the scriptures describe us as weak. Who can say this is true? Because it hasn't manifested itself now, but the Lord is calling us his witnesses. Because we have the spirit to receive the testimony before it actually manifests itself. Verse 18, even though you have absolute power, you are a merciful judge. You can take action against us in every life, but instead, rule us with great patience. By the things you have done, you have taught your people that a person with righteousness must also be kind. Because in Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter, was going to be judgment by the Canaanites. And that even though they did odious works of witchcraft, the Lord was still chastening them, judging them bit by bit. So how much more so his own son, the ones who brought him with great faith? So the Lord is going to teach us master class in judgment. When to apply mercy, when to apply absolute judgment, and why. And we're learning that from the master himself.
You know, really, I was hearing you talk about, fasting. Sometimes, you get spirits and demons to try to hop on you. The other day, when you start thinking about stuff that's happening in your life, chastisement, a demon is trying to like, man, maybe the Lord don't care about me. You know what I'm saying? But that's when the scriptures got to filter through your mind. And Hebrews 12 is supposed to pop up. You see what I'm saying? That's when those filters, those scriptures come through, and they give you that comfort that you've been missing from this world trying to deprive you of the things that the Lord intends for you. Go ahead, brother.
Hebrews 12 and 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chastens.
That's right.
It scourges every son whom he receiveth. If he endure chastening, the Most High giveth with you as with sons.
Yeah, if you endure chastening, right? That means you got to fight through it. You got to push through that chastening, man. Right? But he said he's dealing with you as sons, man. If you have a son and you got a child, right? You don't let him be self-willed and just do whatever the hell he wants. You got to guide him. Sometimes you got to whoop his ass. My parents used to tell me, my mom used to say, when she gave me a whooping, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. You see, that's because at the end of the day, you got to chastise a child to direct him in a certain path. So the Lord he got to whoop us too. We got to take whoopings too. And not to mention all of the sins that we did, that we received in judgment for, right? But the Lord got to whoop us, but that's for our benefit. Right. That's why it says when you fall into a low state, be of good cheer, man. Right. Because the Lord is doing that for a divine purpose.
And mom had to chastise. He says, make sure. He chastised the Lord. You got to stay in the process. You got to stay in the process. Why? It burns all the flow. Those chastised, let's say, joyous, grievous, but if I may ask you, I've been on the season of asses my whole life. You turned into a saint after that ass. You in there volunteering to clean up the house, grabbing the dustpan and that bottomless women. You just looking to do a good deed after that ass was tore up. That's the benefit of it. Right. Yeah. I'm good, man. I got this. That ass got tore up to a point of submission.
It's Philippians 1 and 5. For your fellowship in the gospel from the first day until now, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of the Yahweh God. And that's why the stress point is enduring to the end. Because you have to complete the process. And you have to be confident in that process. So even in the midst of chastity, you got to understand that the Lord is molding you into that jewel, like he said in the Malachi. So you have to go through that pain and get that pleasure. You can't get the wide unless you go through the narrow. Right? You have to finish that process.
Romans 8, verse 18, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
And the scripture says on the right hand of the Lord is the pleasure of the Lord. Now we can't even comprehend the things that the Lord broke down for us. Like living forever. You got Israelites who know that they're Israelites that can't comprehend living forever, but not working. Right.
This Iraq, also known as Ecclesiastes 20. He that loveth his son causes him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end.
So the Lord's love is expressed in this. Just like your firstborn son, if you in ancient Israel, you would honor your firstborn son, because you understood when you left, he was going to have to take over, and you was going to be back. So you didn't want to come back into a generation where y'all have to start from ground zero. So the Lord is moving us to inherit the world under my Mashiach.
Right. Hey, when you have when you go into the Old Testament, it talks about an unruly son, right? And he would be put to death. Right? You know what I'm saying? So that's that guidance, that whooping by your parents was helping form you. So you eventually, when you put to death, it says your child shall not see hell. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't say the Lord is preserving us. He judges us now with those little measures, right? So that he can ultimately save us, so he can deliver us, so that we can be in a better position. And plus, let's be real. When you were young and you got an ass whooping, it hurted a lot. But by the time you became a man, and your mama tried to hit you with that damn belt, out of you did cry, you cried for her appeasement. But see, now we able to deal with the chastisement a little more. You see? Because the Lord is like, hey, I'm helping, I'm putting y'all through this fire. So you have to be accepted in it, so you can be better, so you can be harder, so you can be made for the trials of earth. Because at the end of the day, the Lord don't want no sissy man that ain't never had a battle in his life. So the Lord gotta put you through that just like a soldier, just like a warrior, a fighter. We gotta go through these things. So brothers, don't take it as a bad thing. I know it hurt at the time, but you know what I'm saying? That's another your judgment, your chastisement. That's another opportunity to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Shem Shah. Your thought process. That's it. That's it. You gotta bear it, man. You know. And that, sometimes I'll go. You know, I'm sure all of us do, man. I'll go to tears thinking of how we sinned against Yahweh Shem Shah, man. I'll go to tears because it's like, Lord, whatever's happened to me, I know I did something fucked up to you. You see? So that's the perfect scripture. I will bear the indignation. Micah 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against you. So whatever's happening to you, you did the Lord work. So trust and believe that. So he's now helping us, forming us to be these refined creatures, these new creatures in Yahweh Shai. But that scripture in Hebrews 12, he said, you are a son if you chastise me, man. And how to be a son of Yahweh Shai, how beautiful is that, man? You know? If you out here left and you don't get no judgment, no kind of discipline, keep reading. What does he call you after that? Yep, that's it. And nobody, a king, when you have movies with kings and they have children, even though that's off the way they do it, but a bastard son is always neglected.
Oh, yeah.
It's always an off-scouring. He's never treated with any respect. So you do not want to be a bastard. You want to be a son of Yahweh. Yep, Game of Thrones, Jon Snow. He was being treated like a bastard. You see what I'm saying? But what happened? He went through the chastisement. He ended up being the one who was supposed to have the throne in the first place. You know? But you got it, buddy. And we're wrapping up on this. All right.
This Hebrews 12 and 7. If ye endure chastity, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastens not? If ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
See that? We don't want to be that, man. Amalek, what they call bastards, they said mumsir. You know? You don't want to be that, man. All right? You want to be, or mamzer. You know? You want to be a son of Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, we be delivered by following Yahweh Shai because he's our key to success. He's our path to the kingdom, man. You got to follow Yahweh Shai in order to get there. It says the elect will follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, man. You know? So if y'all anything folks trying to find this number. All right, so hey man, you know, I want all the brothers that came out, you know, the water to the elders that came out from Atlanta, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, you know, we want to thank our brothers for being with us and fellowshipping in the spirit, you know, the water for everybody tuned in on the comment board. So hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. We want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, rule well, and peace and mercy to the house of David. Until next time, Shalom. Shalom. Bible Paul. Warrior side. Let's go.
Beyond the bars, of course, my